me, the Lord of the Radio, Mr. Hassan Godwin. We are going to give you the truth or trash about it. This is trailer number 2. Hassan, immediate reactions. What do you think?
Still not impressed.
Still not impressed. You're like literally watching it
Still
right
not
now, aren't you?
impressed.
I know. I can see it. I can see it. The world can see. That's the beauty of this.
I know. No, I've seen it already, and it looks like a comedy, which is fine. I don't know why suddenly all our superhero movies have gone from Dark Knight kind of situation to lighter than Guardians of the Galaxy, but fine.
Well, I think that's definitely something that it might be a broader superhero thing because of the success of Deadpool. But, I mean, Aquaman is kind of a 50-50 if you think about it. This is DC's first foray into the comedic superhero realm, right? I think that's what this is supposed to be. But that being said, I mean, you look at the villain. I don't know how they cast Grant Morrison. I don't know how Grant Morrison has done acting before, but he's apparently, he looks like the villain. He's not actually Grant Morrison, the writer of DC's Justice League and creator of Happy and all these other great things. But
I thought that Mark Strong was the villain.
No,
that looked like Mark Strong.
I know, but I'm just.
Is it?
It also kind of looks like Grant Morrison. I wish you know what? For Wednesday's show, I will find a picture of Grant Morrison and I will put it up side by side. It is essentially like this.
Okay.
It is essentially the same thing.
You were making it funny.
You see how I did that? Yeah. See,
Right.
see, that's how I did that. But otherwise, I mean, if you look at it, it definitely, the villain is definitely something that is a little foreboding. It is a little, the tone is very serious, but is very silly. But when the villain is on screen, I do feel that there is a level of danger. There's a level of seriousness to it, based on the trailer. Obviously, I think there's definitely a lot of laughs. I love the leaping in a tall bound and he hits the skyscraper and he's oh my god, I'm so sorry, or when the bus falls off. I think there's a lot of that first year kind of thing going on in it. But I think every time that villain is on the screen, whoever he may be, or I'll confess.
Greatest American hero. Shtick.
Yeah.
It was the greatest American hero shtick.
Well, I mean, I think it's successful though. I think it's something that.
I didn't say it wasn't successful. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You're really talking today. I can tell.
I haven't felt a thing for Shazam since I heard it was coming out.
And is it just?
I think the guy looks terrible. I think he looks terrible in that suit. I don't think that suit looks realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks like it looks overtly like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be a lot of humor in it. I'm sure it will be good. I'm sure it's better than what we've seen. There's no, it's just trailers. There's no indication that we've seen all the money shots and all the action. There's going to be, of course, a whole arc of, he's going to get these powers, going to learn how to use these powers. He's going to use these powers for good. It's going to go to his head, and then he's going to lose his way a little bit, and then towards the end, he's going to find his way back and redeem himself if it serves the hero narrative. And I'm sure in the process of all that, it's going to be a great film. But
do you really think it's going to be a great film? Do you really think it's going to be a great film or no? Because I get the sense you don't think it's going to be. That's more than just a tone thing.
I don't have any foreboding feeling about how terrible this film is going to be. I'm just not interested in seeing it.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be bad. Everything I've seen, and I will see it. It's a comic book movie. It's it's an action adventure thing. It's part of what we do.
Yeah.
So I will go see it. I'm not going to protest and not go see it. However, not on my list of things that I can't wait to do. Put it to you this way: there's a lot of stuff happening in April.
Uh-huh. I
There's
agree. Because Hellboy comes out right after.
Thrones and Endgame and a number. Yeah, I'm not interested in that either. I'm protesting that movie.
Are you really? Why?
Because I think that Del Toro. I don't. It look. I don't. I don't. I looked at the trailers for Hellboy, and I don't see why they needed to reboot it. It seems like they're trying to do the same exact thing that had been done before.
Yeah.
With probably a little less shtick, a little less of the clever humor part of it. So it's I'm sure this Hellboy is younger.
Yeah.
So he's gonna he's prone to make mistakes. They talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see what they can add to it that Del Toro didn't already add to it or was trying to add before they, unceremoniously decided he didn't get to have his full trilogy. You know what I'm saying? So
I guess.
I just those two movies not doing anything for me. A lot of stuff is happening in April though. And so, of all the stuff happening in April, Shazam is not huge on my list of movies to see.
All right, my prediction. My prediction.
It looks funny.
Yeah, my prediction. It is going to be the sleeper hit of that year. I think Hellboy is going to come and go. I think not only does it look bad, Hellboy, there's so much of a, like, why? Like, it's almost like Amazing Spider-Man effect, It's kind of like, well, why are we rebooting this? It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, and it wasn't as if it was an...
Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman was perfect in that role. I don't care. I'm sure. What's his actor's name? I keep forgetting his name. What's the actor who's playing Hellboy now? He's from Stranger Things. The sheriff.
I literally was just thinking about it. Yeah,
we're bad at this.
I had it. It's the sheriff from Stranger Things. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, we'll do this part better. Yes, that's exactly. I like him. I like that guy. I like that actor. I am prejudiced, so I don't think he's going to be able to do that shtick like Ron Perlman. I don't think anyone's going to be able to fill those shoes. Hellboy was perfect. Perfect vehicle for Ron Perlman. He had the perfect kind of
David Arbor.
Grim humor.
David Arbor.
David Arbor. He had Ron Perlman had the perfect kind of glib wit.
Yep.
He had the perfect stature.
Yep.
He had the perfect setup.
Uh-huh.
And even though they didn't get the comic 100% correct, which now this new Hellboy is both. So that does leave Shazam. So you're thinking that Shazam's going to be a runaway hit. You think it's going to be a big deal.
I really do. I think it's going to be one of those things. Both trailers I've really enjoyed. I don't have any affinity for this character normally. I think anytime you take something that is perceived as could be overdone and do something a little different to a general audience, it's going to piss off the DC Comics fans. It's going to piss off the mainstream folks. However, not the mainstream, the non-mainstream folks, I should say. However, that's not who they're trying to get to come to this movie. They're trying to get the general audience. They're trying to get the people that kind of know the character by the costume, because it's a very iconic costume. They kind of like the actors. They kind of enjoy the fact that DC is letting loose a little bit, because they are also a little branded by previous efforts prior to Wonder Woman. And I think it's gonna be one of those Deadpool-like hits. Now, that being said, I sat here and said Deadpool was gonna be a colossal failure. So by endorsing Shazam, I may be dooming it. I'm okay with that responsibility. All right, this Wednesday, we're recording this on a Monday night. This Wednesday, we're going to be pitting Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. We've got guest Jeff Gomez from Starlight Runner. He is in the know. They're a massive transmedia company. He came onto our air and talked about Wonder Woman's script failures years ago, talked about the Marvel DC crossover last year that was pending between Marvel and Fox. Not Marvel and DC, Marvel and Fox. He's got a lot of insider knowledge. We're going to be pitting the Captain Marvel movie, which is coming out 8 p.m. Eastern, and then we're going to be pitted against Shazam, the other Captain Marvel, and talk about it. Tone, fan reaction, everything, and we've got a few other surprises as well. Alrighty, folks, this has been a quick hit, Secrets of the Sire, and enjoy.